ulit tayo ngayong araw sa ating DepEd Itulay online tutorial for grade 6 mathematics. So in behalf of Tutor Prince na aking director ngayon, good afternoon po Tutor Prince. Ako ang inyong mga kasama ngayong araw na ito. Ako po ang inyong Math Bay, Tutor Andre. And hopefully ay may matutunan kayo sa ating lesson ngayong araw na ito. Okay, sige po. So dahil natapos tayo buong March, so muli dahil last day natin ngayon ng ating week ay muna natin sila celebrate nung last March ang National Women's Month celebration. So again, we change work for women. So muli sa ating mga kababaihan ay binabati ko kayo, mabuhay po sa inyong lahat at napakagaling niyo po lahat mga kababaihan. Okay, sige po. Ayan, so for our lesson for today, which is quarter 3, week number 7, so we are going to discuss about visualizing and describing surface area of solid figures and finding the surface area of cubes, prisms, pyramids, cylinders, cones, and spheres. So muli, babalikan natin yung ating mga natutunan regarding dun sa ating mga three-dimensional figures o yung ating spatial figures. Okay, or space figures. Ngayon, again, abangan nyo ulit kami ni Tutor Prince every Friday, 1 o'clock to 1:40 p.m. via our FB and YouTube pages sa ating DepEd EdTech Unit, DepEd Tayo, DepEd Philippines, DepEd EdTech at DepEd TV. Maraming salamat po. Okay. So, to get started, ayan, so muli maraming salamat po sa Division Office, and particularly sa Division of Negros Oriental, Region 7, ayan, sa bumubuo ng development team of the module, ay maraming salamat po sa pagpapahiram ninyo ng ating module na ginamit po natin dito para sa ating lesson ngayong araw na ito. Maraming salamat po sa inyo mga ma'am and sir. Sige po. Ayan. Okay, so what are the objectives of the lesson for today? So at the end of the tutorial session or our live session, you are expected to visualize and describe surface area of different solid figures and find the surface area of cubes, prisms, pyramids, cylinders, cones, and spheres. So ayun ang mga kailangan nyo malaman. Sana ay may matutunan kayo sa ating session for today. Ayan. Okay. So, bago tayo magsimula, isang mabilis lang, sino-sino nga bang ating mga naging cuties of the week? So, ito ay babanggitin lang natin dahil ito ay nakalimutan nating banggitin noong nakaraang linggo. So, sa ating quarter 3, week 5, siya ay si Kevin Martin J. Daluntap, ang ating soulmate. Okay. At ang ating mga students na nagsagot sa ating homework last week na nakakuha ng tamang sagot with complete solutions. So, importante lamang na dapat tama ang ating sagot and ilalagay natin ang appropriate units. Kasi may mga iba, syempre, na naglagay nga ng sagot but may nakalimutan na units. So, hopefully, sa mga susunod na word problems ay hindi na natin makalimutan yung mga units na yan. Okay? So, sino-sino nga ba ang ating mga cuties of the week? For quarter 3, week 6, sila ay sina. Ayan, marami-rami ito. Sina Kevin Martin J. Daluntap, Ian Gail R. Dilay, Henry Stephen P. Kadapan, Gerald R.V. D. Cantor, Maria Erian May B. Zacarias, Nerwin P. Negal Jr., Adrian Ray D. Rivera, Maria Riana Mitisha T. Sempron, Gracie N. Kionisala, Angelic Marie B. Salazar, Carl Dominic U. Baliwas, Alessandro B. Sandoval, Briggs Matthew I. Soliman, Parang sa ano to Luneta Park ba to? Ganda. Cassandra C. Bravo, Alia Judiel B. Javier, Jerry Johan S. Ramirez, Enaj Erica J. Galang, Gwyneth Angeline L. Tolentino, Sian Ronald S. Castillo, Tristan Uriel M. Cruz, Rihanna A. Abadier, Lorraine Jewel M. Damitan, Ivan Joseph D. Felnar, Carl Yuan S. Marasigan. Ayan, so sila ang ating mga soulmates. So muli, congratulations sa inyo. At sana sa susunod nating mga meetings ay mas marami pa tayong soulmates at makasama dito sa ating pagsagot for our homework. And muli pinapaalala ko ulit ng lahat na whenever you will submit your homework, make sure lamang na pakilagyan nung hashtags na sinasabi ko dito every meeting. And also, lagi po na nating isaalang-alang din na hanggat maaari, in case man na hindi namin makita sa FB yung hashtags ninyo or di makita yung posts ninyo, ay maaari nyo rin kaming i-tag o i-mention ni Tutor Prince. No? So sana kaming dalawa ni Tutor Prince ang lagi ninyong i-mention sa inyong mga posts. And kung maaari din, pwede nyo rin kaming i-PM. Ayan. Maraming salamat po. Okay, so let's start with our lesson for today. So let's have surface area. So ano nga ba ang pinagkaiba ng surface area sa area? So kung naalala ninyo, di ba ang area ay makikita natin siya sa plane figures o yung two-dimensional figures. This time naman, pag sinabing surface area, so ito din yung area na makikita naman sa isang three-dimensional figure or space figure. Ayan. So it is the amount of space covering the outside of a three-dimensional shape. Okay? And also, when we talk about surface area, it is the sum of all unit squares that fit on the exterior of a solid. So, ayan po. So, one way to understand surface area is to think of it as the amount of paper it would take to cover the object exactly with none left over. So, talagang yung total area talaga yung buong sakop ng isang space figure. So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng surface area. Ayan. Okay. Now, so let's start with the prism. So, again, para to a quick recap lamang, no? So, when we talk about prism, prisms are also called polyhedra since their faces are polygons or plane figures na yung mga faces nila. So, when we talk about prism, the bases of them or the base of prism are parallel and congruent. So as you can see on the figure, we have there a triangular prism since our base composed of triangles, no? And at the same time, they are parallel as well. So the lateral faces are parallelograms. So ayan po yung ating mga lateral faces. So as you can see of the green part of the triangular prism, so ang lateral faces niya ay parallelograms, so color green. And also, just like the bases of prisms, the lateral, we now have the lateral edges rather. The lateral edges, not the faces rather, the lateral edges are parallel and congruent as well. Ayan, so yung lateral edge ng prism ay parallel then and congruent, just like the bases. And dagdag na rin natin regarding the lateral edges. So lateral edges are just line segments joining the corresponding endpoints of the bases. So ayan po. Ito yung tumutukoy sa lateral edges. Ayan. Okay. Next. So this is the net of a prism. So particularly, this is the net of a triangular prism. So kung mapapansin niyo, ayan siya. So meron pa tayong animation dito, courtesy of this website. Ayan. So as you can see, gumalaw yung ating net. Ayan. So this is the net of a triangular prism. Okay. So pag pinaghiwa-hiwalay siya, ganyan na magiging itsura ng net nito. Okay. So notice the triangular prism. So again, it composed of the bases, triangular bases particularly. And we have also the lateral faces of the triangular prism. Ayan. So please take note of the following parts. Okay, so let's have the next one. We have the net of a square prism. Okay, so look at the square prism. So again, in the square prism, you have the following. With the bases, particularly, of course, it's composed of squares. And at the same time, you have the lateral faces of a square prism. Ayan. Okay, so notice the following prisms. You have the triangular prism and the square prism. So how do you get the surface area of the prism? So in general, the surface area of a prism is denoted by 2 times the capital B plus LA. Sir, ano po bang ibig sabihin ng capital B and LA? Say natin. So again, SA, of course, stands for the surface area. Capital B, take note, it's different from small letter b. Kasi di ba kung naalala ninyo, ang small letter b, usually ginagamit siya sa base of a triangle. But since we use here capital letter B, so we will be having area of each base. So depende sa base ng prism. Kung ano yung area ng base nito, yun ang gagamitin niyo para ma-solve ang surface area. So multiply mo sa 2 yung area ng base, then we add it to the lateral area. Ayan. So yun yung formula na gagamitin natin. Okay. So again, ano pa yung lateral area? When you say lateral area refers to the sum of the areas of the lateral faces. Ayan. So yung sum ng areas ng lateral faces. So ilan ang lateral faces ng isang prism, i-add mo lang sila lahat. So that is the formula for the prism's surface area. Okay. So tandaan nyo na, 2 times the area of the base plus LA. Okay. Now, so let's have an instance here. For triangular prism, we are given the following. So here in the triangular prism shown, so of course, that is an example of a triangular prism. So yung isang sikat na chocolate brand, syempre, ayan yun, alam niyo na yun, sabihin. Okay, so we have there the following. So you have the sides of the bases. So we have denoted by S sub 1, S sub 2, and S sub 3. And we have also the base of the triangle there and the height of the triangle. So that's why you have base times height plus L times the quantity, the sum of the sides of the triangle. E teka, ano nga ba nakuha yung formula na yan na surface area ng triangular prism? So ganito yon. So take note that small b, yun ang sinasabi ko kanina, small b is the base of the triangle, h is the height of the triangle, the sides S1, S2, and S3, or S sub 1, S sub 2, and S sub 3 are the lengths of the sides of the triangle, and capital L is the length of the rectangular face, which is also the height of the prism. Ayan. So, paano nga ba nakuha yan? So, again, from our given diagram, so ito yung kanyang net, di ba? So, from the net of the triangular prism, so as you can see, we have the height of the triangular prism. Ayan. So, we have 2 heights. Ito yun. Ayan. Then, from that, you have the base of the prism, or we have the S1, or the one side of the triangle. Then also, we have the second side of the triangle, ayan. So we have the S2. So kung mapapansin ninyo, yan yung itsura niya. Siyempre, 4 yun, kaya siyempre sa right side ng prism na nakikita nyo, at yung sa isa pang side. Kaya meron tayong ganyan na nakikita nyo. And then, also, we have S3, same din. So, ganun din siya. And ito yung S3 natin. Then from that, we have also the capital L. Ayan. Ito po yun. And then from that, so kung mapasin nyo, lahat ng sides and yung kabuuan ng net ng triangular prism, so we already determined the surface area. So kaya po nabuo yung formula na yan. From that, we have the two triangles, di ba? Di ba ang area ng base, which are the triangles, is denoted by 1/2 times the base times height. Since dalawa yung ating triangles, so therefore, we have 1/2 BH plus 1/2 BH, which is equal to 2/2 BH, or simply BH na lang. Kasi 2 divided by 2 is 1. Kaya nakuha yung BH. Ayan. And then after nyan, you have the L. Ayan. So kung mapapansin ninyo, we have the 3 lateral faces. So therefore, what you're going to do is to get the total area of the 3 lateral faces. So maalala ninyo, nung last week, di ba, napag-aralan natin yung tungkol sa pagkuha ng area ng composite figures. So kaya natin pinag-aralan yon kasi application siya ng pagkuha ng surface area ng triangular prism. So that's why you have the areas of these 3 lateral faces. And therefore, you have L sub 1 plus L sub 2 plus L sub 3, which is also the same as L times the quantity S sub 1 plus S sub 2 plus S sub 3. So that is an application of distributive property. So we distribute L to the given sum of the sides. Yeah. So that's why we have formed the formula there. SA is equal to BH plus L times the quantity S sub 1 plus S sub 2 plus S sub 3. Kaya nabuo yung surface area ng triangular prism. So hopefully, grade 6 students, hindi kayo malilito dyan. Okay, next. So let's have the rectangular prism. Ayan. So rectangular prism. So ito yung mga shape ng mga shoebox, aquarium. Ayan. So ano nga bang surface area ng rectangular prism? So the surface area of a rectangular prism is denoted by 2 times the length times the width plus 2 times the length times the height plus 2 times the width times the height. Or in short, 2LW plus 2LH plus 2WH. Ngayon, para nakuha yung surface area ng rectangular prism. So again, H there represents the height of the prism. Then we have L and W, which represents the dimensions of the base. Since the base of a rectangular prism is a rectangle, so therefore we have to denote the area of the rectangle, which we all know, ang area ng rectangle, di ba, ay length times width. That's why you have L is the length of the rectangle and W is the width of the rectangle. Ayan. And from that, you have the net of the rectangular prism. So yan, naglagay kami ng color para makita ninyo yung mga bases natin. Okay, say natin. So from that net, so yan, so we can see that you have the lengths of the rectangle. Ayan. Then here we have the width of the rectangles. Ayan. And then you have the height of the rectangle. So ayan po yun. And then from that, ano napapansin niyo? Grade 6. So from those we have, so magkakaroon tayo ng dalawang rectangles. Ayan, yung bases muna. We have length times width. So dalawang L times W. Diba? Then next, since dalawa yung LW natin, so we have LW plus LW, which is the same as 2LW. So that is for 2LW. And then next, ito naman. Ayan. So as you can see, meron tayong dalawang LH or 2 times length times height. So again, katulad ng kanina, so we now have LH plus LH equals 2LH. So kaya tayo nagkaroon ng 2LH. And then lastly, we have 2 rectangles there. So we have area of that is width times height. Since dalawa ang ating width and height, or we have two rectangles there which have an area of WH, so therefore we have WH plus WH, which is equal to 2WH. That's why pag pinagsama-sama natin lahat ng mga yan, so makakabuo tayo ng formula ng surface area ng rectangular prism. So we have 2LW plus 2LH plus 2WH. So ayan yung ating formula in order to find the surface area of a rectangular prism. Okay. So sana grade 6 students ay nasusundan nyo pa ang ating lesson. So next, let's get the surface area of a cube. So as we all know, a cube has 6 equal faces, no? So its surface area is denoted by 6s squared, or 6 times the square of the side, or pwede rin 6 times side times side. So s is the side or the length of the edge of a cube. Ayan po ang ibig sabihin ng s. It's the edge or the side of a cube. Now, from that given formula, paano nga ba na-derive yung 6s squared? So, isa-isay natin. So, again, gaya na nabanggit kanina, the 6 faces of a cube are congruent squares. So, each square, as we all know, we have the area of a square, di ba? And ang area ng square ay equal to side times side, or side squared. So, that's why, from the net of the cube, so we have 6 congruent squares, or 6 equal squares. So, lahat ng yan ay s squared. Ilan yung squares ng cube? Diba? 6. So therefore, we have to add them all. So s squared plus 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 s squared. Or simply, we have 6s squared. That's why the surface area of a cube is denoted by 6s squared. Ayan. So, hopefully, natatandaan nyo yung mga formulas natin. Okay, next. So let's go now to another space figure, pyramid. Ayan. So again, a pyramid is made by connecting a base to an apex. Ayan. Yung apex, kumbaga yun yung pinakatuktok ng pyramid, no? Yung point na pinakatuktok ng pyramid. So the base is a polygon, again, flat with straight edges, and all other faces are triangles. So yan yung ating ibig sabihin ng pyramid, definition of pyramid. So we have two pyramids. We have regular and irregular pyramid. So ano pinagkaiba ng dalawang yan? So when the base is a regular polygon, it is a regular pyramid. Otherwise, it is an irregular pyramid. Okay. So para natin kukunin ang surface area ng pyramid. So as you can see, we have there the net of a pyramid. Ayan. So the general formula for the surface area of any pyramid, again, we're talking about here any pyramid. It can be either regular or irregular. Is denoted by the formula surface area is equal to the area of the base, or the base area, plus the lateral area. Or in short, SA is equal to B plus A. Ayan. So yun yung formula ng surface area ng pyramid. Okay. So, again, the parts of the pyramid are the following. So, you have the base. So, again, it's a polygon or plane figure. And we have the lateral faces. Ayan. Again, the lateral faces of a pyramid consists of triangles, no? So, we therefore get the surface area by using the formula. Okay, so here we have their surface area is equal to the area of the base plus 1/2 times the perimeter of the base times the slant height. So take note, nakamalito kayo, height is different from slant height. Okay, kung mapapansin niyo sa ating pyramid, meron tayong small h here, meron tayong small h and s. So h there is the height of the pyramid, and s there is the slant height of the pyramid. So ano nga bang pinagkaiba niyan? Ayan. So never confuse the slant height and height of a pyramid. So pag sinabing height, ayan yon, the perpendicular distance from the vertex to the base of a pyramid is known as the height. Ayan yon. So, ang palatandaan ng height, lagi siya magpo-form ng right angle kasi nga you have perpendicular distance, no? So, kumbaga ito yung ating pyramid, so may right angle tayo dyan. Ayun yung sabihin ng height. On the other hand, when you have the diagonal distance from the pyramid's apex to the edge of the base, so mula sa apex, papunta sa base nito, pag dinagdugtong mo yun, makakabuo tayo ng slant height. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng slant height. Okay, so don't be confused between height and slant height. And in addition to that, sila tayo. Okay. So, we're going to go tayo ng technical difficulties. Hindi lang po. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, the slant, oops, sorry for that. What happened? Balikan natin. Oops, sorry, nag-advance ako. Okay, so from that, we have the slant height of a pyramid is the height of each triangular lateral face. Ayan yun. Take note of that. The slant height of a pyramid is the height of each triangular lateral faces. Then, a non-regular pyramid does not have a slant height. Tandaan po natin yan. The lateral faces of a regular pyramid are congruent triangles. Okay. So, for example, if we have a square pyramid, yes, as you can see, that is the net of a square pyramid. So, how do we find the surface area of a square pyramid? So, let B be the side length of the square base. So, yun yun. So, ang side ng square base ng pyramid or square pyramid ay B. Then, we have B also represents the base of each lateral face of the pyramid. Bayan din yun? Okay. And let S be the height of each lateral face. So, yan yung slant height ng pyramid. Ayun yun. So, meron tayong apat na slant heights. Since meron tayong apat na triangles. Then, from that, the area of the base, which is a square, since it's a square pyramid, so that is equal to B squared. Ayan. Since ang area ng base natin ay area ng square, so that's B squared or base times base. Then from that, each lateral face has an area equal to B or 1/2 BS. So bakit naging 1/2 BS? Kasi di ba kung marirecall ninyo, ang area ng triangle ay 1/2 times the base times the height. So since ang base natin ay yung mismong base ng square, yung side natin, and then at the same time, yung side ng square, yun yung base ng triangle, linawin natin and also yung S, yun yung height ng triangle. So if you apply the formula of the area of a triangle, so that is 1/2 times the base times the height, so magiging 1/2 times the base times the slant height. Ayan yun. Since natin apat na triangles, so therefore, ayan yun. So we will have the following. So recall that the general formula for the surface area of any pyramid is denoted by SA is equal to B plus LA, where capital B is the base area, and LA is the lateral area. So from that, we have the base area, so that's B squared, which is the area of the square. And we have the lateral area, that is 4 times 1/2 times B times S. Sir, saan po na ko yung 4? Kasi nga meron tayong apat na triangles. So we therefore have to multiply 1/2 times B times S by 4. Ayun yun, yung total area of the triangles. So therefore, from that, we have 1/2 times 4b times s. So that is also 1/2 times the perimeter of the square. Di ba, perimeter ng square ay 4 times side. So that's also 4 times b, which is also the perimeter of the square times s, which is the slant height. So therefore, we now combine the two. You'll be having the surface area of the square pyramid denoted by SA equals to b squared plus 1/2 times 4 times b times s. Okay, so yan yung formula ng ating surface area ng square pyramid. Okay, so sana ay nag-gets nyo, my dear students, kung paano kukuha ng surface area. Okay, next. So yun yung formula. So surface area is equal to the area of the base plus 1/2 times the perimeter of the base times slant height. Kaya tayo nagkaroon ng general formula for the surface area of a regular pyramid. Again, area of the base plus 1/2 times the perimeter of the base times slant height. Or in symbols, A is equal surface area is equal to A plus 1/2 times P times S. Okay, so please take note of that. Okay, next naman. So let's consider the next space figure. So we have a cylinder. So a cylinder is, of course, you all know that it's the net of a cylinder. So as you can see, we have 2 circles and a rectangle. So that's why if we get the surface area of the cylinder, that is denoted by, ayan, nakikita na sa screen, 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Okay, ang tanong, paano nga pa nakuha yung formula na yan? So a cylinder with a height, h, can be split into 2 congruent circles and a rectangle. Each of the 2 circles has a radius whose length is r. So as we all know, we have 2 circles and the radius is denoted by r. So from that, we will be getting the area of each circle. So as we all know, the area of a circle is denoted by pi r squared. Since dalawa yung ating circle, later on, after this, we have now the base. Ayan. The length of the rectangle is the height h of the cylinder, while its length is equal to the circumference of the circular base, which is equal to 2 pi r. Ayan yun, na-show yung screens. Ayan. So yung length ng rectangle dyan ay yung mismong circumference ng circle, kasi yun yung isang distance ng circle. And yung height nito ay yung magiging width ng rectangle. And of course, we all know the area of the rectangle is length times width. So that's why we multiply the length, which is 2 pi r, and the width, which is the height of the rectangle. So that's why we arrive at 2 pi r h. And from that, we'll be having the surface area of a cylinder. So we now have surface area equals to 2 times the area of the base plus the lateral area. Since the area of each base is pi r squared, dalawa yung circles, so therefore we now have 2 pi r squared plus, of course, the lateral area, which is the rectangular part there. So we have the area of rectangle. So that's 2 pi r h. So pag sasamahin nyo lang yan, we therefore have surface area equals to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Or we may have surface area is equal to 2 pi r times the sum of the radius and height, r plus h. So that's why you have the surface area of the cylinder. Okay, so far so good. So marami naman tayo mga space figures. Ayan, we have the cone. So for the cone, we have the slant height, the lateral curved surface, and the base. So how do we get the surface area of a cone? So if you open the cone, or if you get the, sabi natin, net ng cone, ito magiging itsura niya. So as you can see, you have the lateral surface, ayan. You have the slant height, and you have an arc there, in curve. And we have the net of a cone, the circular base, ayan. So of course, the circular base, we get the area that is pi r squared, ayan. Okay, so how do we get the surface area of a cone? So the surface area is denoted by capital B plus LA, where capital B again is the area of the base, and LA is the lateral area. So if you unroll the lateral curved surface, the shape will be a sector of a circle. Ayan. And the arc of the lateral surface is as long as the circumference of the base. So ito yun, yung arc. Yan. Yan yung arc ng circle. So pag kinuha mo yan, yan ay yung circumference ng circle. And as we all know, that is 2 pi r. Circumference of the circle. Ayan, 2 pi r. Okay, so to get the area of the lateral surface, let us just divide it into shown below. So as you can see, ito yung lateral surface niya. So putulin natin yung putulin natin yan, lateral surface. So makapag-form tayo ng ganito. And kapag ginapitan pa natin siya into smaller pieces, it will look like this. Ayan. So as you can see, nag-form siya na parang rectangle, no? So pag maraming pieces, mag-form na siya ng rectangle. So as you can see, we get the area of the rectangle. So the area of the rectangle is length times width. Ang length mo ay pi r. So bakit naging pi r yung length? Kasi it came from the circumference, which is 2 pi r. And then we divide that by 2. Okay? We divide it by 2. So therefore, we now have pi r. And then the width of the rectangle there is the slant height, which is denoted by s. So therefore, if we multiply pi r by s, so therefore, we now have pi rs, and that is the lateral area of the cone. So we therefore have LA equals to pi rs. Okay. So yun yung formula ng lateral area. Then from that, we have the lateral area, pi rs, and we have the area of the base, pi r squared. So how are we going to find the surface area of a cone? So to find the surface area of a cone, we therefore get the sum. So we now have pi r squared plus pi